Angel Reese should interview these 10 guests for her podcast. Angel Reese has shown her talents on and off the court with her podcast, Unapologetically Angel. The show began in September, and she has had an all-star roster so far. The Chicago Sky Star has interviewed Shaquille O'Neal, Latto, Glorilla, Lonzo Ball, and more. The WNBA star is just getting started as she branches out into the world of entertainment. Take a look below at some guests she should have on the show. Caitlin Clark is a top pick for fans to have on Reese's podcast. The two had a notable rivalry starting when the athletes were at their respective universities. The rivalry began when both basketball players taunted one another with John Cena's "Can't See Me" hand gesture during the road to the 2023 NCAA Women's Basketball Championship game. Reese's LSU beat Clark's Iowa University 103-85, clinching LSU's first national title back in 2023. Now that the two are now in the WNBA, they could easily talk about where they stand now and how they both brought a ginormous spotlight to women's basketball. Lamar Odom is a two-time NBA champion and could bring great value to Reese's podcast about his experience in the NBA. However, while his list of accolades are impressive, such as earning the gold and bronze medal in the Olympics, 2011 NBA Sixth Man of the Year award, 2000 NBA All-Rookie First Team title, and more, his off-the-court lifestyle has made headlines as well. His marriage to Khloe Kardashian is constantly spoken about despite their divorce in 2016. So there might be some uncovered story Reese can fish out of the NBA legend. Additionally, his TV special titled Sex, Drugs, and Kardashians aired last year, where he went over his addiction and left fans with some unanswered questions. Bronny James entered the NBA in 2024 after being drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers. Bronny had a historic first game when he played with his father, LeBron James, for the first time on a professional court. The athletes made NBA history as the first time a father and son played on the same team at the same time. Since Reese and Bronny entered the draft the same year, they could talk about how life has changed for them. A'ja Wilson is a leader in the WNBA, so it is only natural that as Reese is a part of the new class, she offers her a seat on Unapologetically Angel. Wilson is a three-time WNBA MVP and a two-time WNBA champion. Besides what Wilson does on the court, she also has secured deals with Nike, Gatorade, Starry, and Ruffles. While the Las Vegas Aces star is tight-lipped about her love life, she would be such a great addition to the Unapologetically Angel guest roster. While Reese has Wilson on the phone, she should tap an Aces teammate, Kelsey Plum. Like Wilson, she is also a two-time WNBA champion, was named WNBA All-Star Game MVP in 2022, as well as the WNBA Sixth Player of the Year title in 2021. Plum also has gone viral for her cigars and has a cool girl aesthetic that would vibe well with Reese for an interesting conversation. If Reese wants to switch from talking about basketball and head on to football, Kels would be an excellent guest. The three-time Super Bowl champion hosts a podcast of his own, New Heights, with Jason and Travis Kelce, so he's very familiar with how the process works. Kelce also has a high-profile relationship with Taylor Swift, and Reese has mentioned how she does not want to share her love life anymore. There could be room for both athletes to share with guests how they're able to manage their popular podcast platforms and love lives during their busy careers. Taylor Rooks is a highly respected sports journalist and broadcaster who has broken many stories about everyone's favorite athletes. Rooks would make a great guest due to her down-to-earth spirit and impeccable work ethic. Like Reese, she also has a podcast, Too Personal, which she co-hosts with fellow sports broadcaster Joy Taylor. The two have spoken before, and it would be a great catch-up for 2025. Reese and Brooks could talk about how they have fostered a special lane in sports in their respective roles in the industry and what has changed in their lives since their last conversation. One of the only non-athletes to make the list is Jordyn Woods. Woods is best known for her friendship with Kylie Jenner and her relationship with Karl Anthony Towns, who plays for the New York Knicks. The 27-year-old has been creating her own lane in the last couple of years, including her clothing line and releasing her first single. Reese is really good at giving a platform to women to speak their own narratives, and Woods would be a perfect addition to the roster.